The Country Sky, Chapter 12, Fugitive Blues. The day after completing the Lonely Pine Trail hike, you and Dallas go with Sawyer and Duke to meet Garrett Redmond of AgriCorp. You've arranged to meet at a cafe on your own turf. You wait in the Sweet Ridge Cafe.
I can't wait to look Garrett in the face and tell him the deal's off.
You're awfully excited for someone who was ready to sell a few days ago. Hey, don't bug the man. We can't have him change his mind now. The barista walks over and serves you and your friends a round of the local brew. Thanks, Judy. This coffee is delicious. And drink. Beans are roasted right here in Montana. Enjoy.
I wish Dad could have been here.
You heard the doctor. He's stable now, and what he needs is to get as much rest as possible. So what's your plan with the Garrett fella? I say we crush his self-esteem. I'd start with that suit of his. Like, it takes effort to find something expensive that still looks cheap. And his hair? I'm sorry. Did he just walk into the barbershop and say, "Make me look like the bad guy in a breaking dance movie who wants to demolish the community center"? And his name? I mean, what kind of name is Garrett anyway? What? Did you suddenly do a really horrible stand-up comedy? Actually, it's my great-great-grandfather's name. Good afternoon, everyone. You stiffen as Garrett approaches from behind you. He pulls up a chair at your table.
Hello, Garrett.
I was thinking we could all walk over to the bank together to sign the paperwork. And I brought a couple cigars we can celebrate with afterwards.
No need.
Sorry?
No need. We're not signing anything.
Smile drains off Garrett's face.
We had a verbal agreement.
We had nothing. I expressed some interest, but I changed my mind.
You'll regret this. Someday soon you'll realize you passed up your one chance to get out of this hellhole.
This isn't a hellhole.
And we don't want out.
You really want to pass up this money? Because I heard your father had some health issues recently.
Garrett, keep talking. And you'll be the one in the hospital.
I'm not afraid of you.
Oh, honey. Honey. I'd actually correct your face. You crack your knuckles menacingly. You should be.
This isn't the end. You have no idea who you're messing with.
Go to hell, Garrett. Garrett turns on his heels and marches away, gripping his briefcase tightly. As soon as the door closes behind him, Sawyer turns to your group with a grin. Well, this calls for a celebratory drink.
Hell yeah.
I gotta run some errands, but I'll meet y'all there after. Sounds good. What is up with you and always running errands? As Duke enthusiastically leads your group onto the street, Sawyer grabs your hand to slow you down. Why are you grabbing my hand, Sawyer? Stop it. What do you say to a little private celebration? Just the two of us. Sweet mother of Pixelberry. I was thinking I could show you this secluded pond just outside of town. Beautiful out there. Perfect for some fishing. We'll meet up with the others after, if you're in. Sawyer. How can I break this to you? This isn't Brokeback Mountain. You're not Heath Ledger. Never seen the movie. I don't want to see the movie. But this isn't Brokeback Mountain, bruh. Don't grab my hand again. I'm just saying. Normally cowboys grab the shoulder. I mean, what? Your eyes dart up the street where Duke is whistling as he walks. As fun as that sounds, we can't abandon your brother. He looks so happy. Fair enough. Maybe another time. You did not go fishing with Sawyer. You and Sawyer quickly catch up to Duke.
Come on, slowpokes. We got some celebrating to do.
Later, you're settled at a booth at the Rusty Nail with Dallas and the Oakley brothers. Sawyer pours beer for everyone, and you toast. To the ranch! Woo! Happy for y'all, truly. We wouldn't have survived the summer without you, Dallas. We really appreciate all you've done. In fact, we were wondering... To a guy, Sawyer nods.
How'd you like to stay on with us after the season as a full-time employee?
Dallas, congrats! Dallas hesitates, conflicted. Thanks, but the thing is... Something on the other side of the bar catches Dallas's eye, and his expression darkens instantly. Dallas? Well, his gaze over to a beefy, scowly guy looks out of place. Ah, a ginger, a soulless creature. I just had to. I haven't made a ginger joke in a long, long time. Oh. I gotta go. Now. Dallas slips out the back door before anyone can react. What the hell was that? You think back on all your conversations with Dallas, searching for an explanation. I guess Dallas has a vendetta with that guy. You'd think so. It's the only thing that makes sense. Stand your eyes tracing the path Dallas took outside. I'm gonna go look for Dallas. Where did Dallas go? Search for the hardware store, the flower shop, the general store. I don't think it's gonna be the flower shop. I feel like either the general store or hardware store. Let's go general store. Step into the general store. Hey, Ashley, have you seen Dallas? You mean Grumpy McGrumpy Pants? Yeah, he's making a mess in aisle 3. You find him frantically grabbing handfuls of supplies. Dallas, what are you doing? What happened? I don't have time to talk. Gotta go. What? Where? Away. Dallas, tell me what's going on. Why? You wouldn't understand. Dallas turns away from you, but you put a hand on his arm and spin him back to face you. How do you know? You keep shutting me out, man. Cross your arms over your chest. Try me. Back in Tulsa, I got in trouble with the law. My ex's ex set me up and told the cops I robbed a liquor store. Dallas. He was the star quarterback son of a city councilman, and I was a poor black kid with no alibi. Never stood a chance. Been on the run ever since. That's horrible. It gets worse. That guy in the bar? He's a bounty hunter. Been on my trail for a while now. His name's Mac Valenti. How'd he find you here? Someone must have recognized me in Billings and called in a tip. Gotta get out of here before he takes me in. Dallas, you can't keep running forever. Yeah, watch me. No, I mean, it's no way to live. Always afraid, always on the move. If this guy came all the way out here to find you, he's not gonna stop looking. So, what are you saying? We need to convince him it was a false lead. That you're not living at the Oakley Ranch. That'll send him right back to square one in Tulsa. I don't know. Dallas, you've already tried running. It's time to try something else. Trust me. Put a comforting hand on his shoulder. You don't have to handle this alone. I'll help. We need to actively throw the bounty hunter off your trail. I mean, question. Why don't we just help Dallas? I know. Mind-blowing suggestion. Just saying. How? He's gonna poke around town looking for a man matching my description. He'll come to the ranch eventually. What if you are there? But we convince him you're not you. Once he thinks it's a false tip, he'll head back to Tulsa. That's ridiculous, dangerous, and borderline nonsensical idea. Breathes deeply, looking down. But I'm tired of running. Let's do this. You and Dallas drive back to the ranch with Sawyer and Duke explaining the plan all along. Sawyer calls ahead to tell Brooklyn what's going on, and by the time you reach this ranch, everybody's fully on board. When you get back, Brooklyn's waiting in the front of the house. Okay, just a reminder, we're going to pretend Dallas is actually someone else who's lived here for years and was mistaken for Dallas. So it's important we all listen to each other and get the details right. I took an improv class once, and the rule is you have to say yes and to the other's ideas, not just shoot them down. I'm not following. Yeah, neither am I. Like, if someone says Dallas has worked here for 5 years, you don't say no, it's 3. Right. You say something like yes, and I know it's exactly 5 years because that's the year we built the farmhand quarters.
But it's not the year we built the farmhand quarters.
Okay, well, you're not taking part in this. Leave. It's called acting.
Yeah, well, technically, it's called fraud.
Duke, just keep quiet and you'll be fine. So, what's my name gonna be? How about Tyler Rhodes?
That sounds like the keyboard player for a jam band that's been out for tour for 30 years.
That is extremely specific, Daddy. Yeah, a little too specific, but if it helps us remember, Tyler Rhodes it is. Perfect. And Tyler has lived here for... John said 5 years before, so let's just go with that. And before the ranch, you were a truck driver. A truck driver? I'm just trying to think of something unremarkable.
You're in a pretty good shape for a truck driver.
You think truffle hunter's any better? Well, I'm in better shape now than when I was driving all day. That was what appealed me to the career change.
Yeah, and you got tired of driving a truck and fell in love with a beautiful Montana and stayed.
Perfect. Also, Tyler looks an awful lot like this guy Dallas that Mac is looking for, which was the cause of the mix-up.
But Tyler can't possibly be Dallas because he's married and wears glasses. Don't tell me Dallas is gonna have to wear a disguise. Well, couldn't hurt. The bounty hunter is way more likely to believe us if he doesn't look like his wanted picture. I got just the thing. Say the word Dallas and you'll be in a whole new you. Ooh, and with the husband, I'm telling you, wedding bells would throw that Mac guy right off the trail for sure. I bet John is up for the challenge.
I don't know. If you want to send this bounty hunter packing, you're gonna have to go all in, Dallas. Dallas looks at you. What do you think, John? Should I go all in? Disguise and fake marriage and all? Well, convince Dallas to disguise himself and pretend to be a spouse to fool the bounty hunter in this exclusive scene. Oh, God! He looks nothing like how he used to look. I gotta give it to him. That is a decent disguise. But, moving on. Leave it to chance. You don't need any of the extra stuff, Dallas. I hope you're right. There's then a pickup truck reaches the top of the driveway and Mac Valenti gets out.
Who's the owner of this here ranch?
That be us. Can we help you?
Yep, I'm Mac Valenti, bounty hunter. I'm looking for, Chris James. Might go by Dallas.
Mac's eyes reel straight into Dallas, who puts on his best friendly smile. No one here by that name. Sorry, sir. Mac pulls out a blurry photo of Dallas and holds it out.
Sure look a whole hell of a lot like you.
Really? I don't see the resemblance. Yeah, they look like two completely different people to me.
Isn't that the same shirt?
None of this explains why you're on our ranch, Mac.
I'm I'm looking for this man, and I got a tip he's in the area. On this here property, even.
Well, whoever gave you the tip must have been mistaken. Yep, that's Tyler, all right. Definitely not Dallas. Brooklyn elbows her dad in the side while Mac examines the photo again, frowning.
How long you been here, you say?
He's been here for 5 years.
I wasn't talking to you.
No need for that kind of talk. It's okay, Tyler. Guy doesn't scare me.
You ever spend any time in Tulsa?
Tulsa? It's ridiculous. For the ranch, Tyler was a truck driver. I don't know why you're harassing an old truck driver. Yeah, it's like he's never seen a truck driver before. You suck at this. Unless there's another reason you're suspicious. You all glare at Mac and he looks away.
There just aren't many truck drivers in this area is all.
Okay, let's be honest. He looks just like his photo, and he's the only black man here. And we're dealing with the West? Southwest, to be specific. Just saying. Yes, let's blame it on there isn't many truck drivers here. Right.
Let's clear this up once for all. Can I ask you to voluntarily show me some ID, sir?
I'm afraid I don't have it.
Oh, really? And why is that? Are y'all lying to me?
No, it's because eaten by a goat.
Say what now?
We were at the state fair when a goat pulled Tyler's wallet right out of his pocket. You know how those goats can be, eating everything.
I don't believe you.
Really? But it was such a plausible explanation. Mac takes a look around.
Well, I suppose it's possible I got a bad tip.
See? That's what we've been telling you. Really? How did I get a dislike for the goat comment? Really? Mac eyes Dallas one last time, and Dallas returns his gaze completely unblinkingly.
Right. Sorry to bother you folks.
You fooled the bounty hunter by keeping your story straight. And with that, Mac gets back in his pickup truck and drives away. This calls for a celebration. We're celebrating a bit too much here, Duke. Woo, party! A little while later, everyone meets in the living room, and Brooklyn already has some music blasting. I'm gonna whip up some quick snacks. I got a nice bottle of scotch I've been saving for a special occasion. I'm gonna go with scotch. I'll go with you, Dallas. Sounds good. Walk with Dallas over to the barn, where he runs up to his apartment and comes right back with a bottle of scotch. Ooh, good choice. My mama sent it to me for my birthday. Been waiting for a good reason to crack it open. Walk back to the main farmhouse to join the others. I'm glad we sent that guy packing. At least for now. You think he'll be back? Probably not Mac. We confused him pretty good, but there could be others. I want to help you sort this out, Dallas. There's got to be a way. Maybe. But just buying me some more time here, that's good for now. Climb the porch stairs and walk to the kitchen, where Sawyer, Duke, and Brooklyn are assembling the little homemade pizzas. Those look delicious. Wait till you taste them. You help them put them in the pizzas in the oven. It's a gorgeous kitchen. Drinks in hand, you all settle in the dining room. Did you all hear about the cold front on the radio? Nah, but makes sense. Cows were a little agitated today. Usually means there's some low pressure system coming in. And it's getting to be that time of the year when weather can change in a snap. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Oh my god, do you guys talk about anything other than work? John, can you believe them? Actually, it seems very on brand. Brooklyn is right, though. He raises his glass. But Dallas, may his trouble be taken care of once and for all. And soon. Hear her. You all drink. Dallas stands and raises his glass. And to y'all. Pauses a moment, thoughtful and moved. I really appreciate your friendship, your trust in me. It's been so long since I've had a home. I chokes up, then clears his throat. Just, thank you. Of course. I'll drink to that.
Me too.
No, you will not. Huh? Do I smell the smoke? I better check the pizzas. Sawyer, Duke, and Brooklyn check the pizzas in the kitchen, leaving you and Dallas. Dallas, can I ask you something personal? No, I suppose so. If you could resolve your problem once and for all, would you still be a farmhand? Definitely. I've come to love it. The quiet, the peace, the solitude, even the gentleness of the cows. It suits me. It does. You and the Oakleys talk and drink and eat until... Oh. Suddenly the front door flies open and Curly rushes in breathless.
Hey, everyone. Come quick.
Curly?
No time. Explain. The barn.
Run rushes outside. If it's on... You son of a... Garrett, I swear on God I'm beating you to death. With your own arms.
Oh my God.
The barn. Can you save the barn? And how did this happen? Find out on the next chapter of Big Sky Country. Garrett. Are we really at all surprised right now? It's fucking Garrett. We know it's Garrett. I'm assuming none of you people are idiots. You assume it's Garrett too. Who's it gonna be? Like, seriously, think about it. Who went and who screwed this up? Oh, hell no, it's Garrett, okay? We're gonna beat him to death, okay? We're gonna beat him to death, tear him apart, put him in his own damn briefcase, and send him back to the people he serves. That's my plan. Let's do it. All in favor say aye. Aye. Okay. So with that being said, I hope you all did enjoy the video. Remember, please do like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell next to the subscription so you'll receive notifications for when any and all content does go up. And head down the description below. There's links to our social media, our Discord where you can come hang out, as well as our Twitch, and where you can come join me for live streams with me in the community. We have a lot of fun and whatnot. And without further ado, thank you all for watching. Once again, sorry it was a bit late this week, but better late than never, you know. Just a lot going on. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go close my eyes, get a little bit of rest, and then we've got to play catch-up, because I promised I was going to do the Spider-Man Turf Wars. I'm a few days behind on that. Then I was going to enjoy some Fallout 76, where if you guys haven't checked that out, please do. There's a few videos up, but pretty much it's only about 30% of all the videos we have on Twitch. Like, we've streamed about... since Fallout 76 came out, I'd say about 100 plus hours. 100 plus hours. It's been a lot of fun. So, without further ado, thank you all for tuning in, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.